Welcome to warm-up day 69. It is a cloudy, it's an overcast day today. You wouldn't know because it looks so bright on my screen. I'm very washed out, but it's my computer. All right. Oops. Here we go. Let's stand up. So, you may notice that there is something in your room that needs tending to, as I do. So, in a very human way, you will deal with that, clean that spot up. Thank you, Kiki, or Oliver, whoever that was. Hello, Anne. Hello, Yuki. All right, so you've tended to anything that maybe needs tending. And begin by walking through your space. And it may feel a bit odd to walk through your own space in this way, because it might not be that you do this. You may have a certain relationship with, or a pattern with how you enter and move through your space, which is to say, I usually come in the front door, I usually go to the kitchen or right to the couch. I don't usually walk back and forth on this carpet. So with that thought, you're moving with the curiosity of exploring the space that you're in, as much as you can, or want to. In a very unaffected way, which I guess is to say it's not about moving to, feel the amazing feeling of this paint on the wall, nothing actory or strange, but really walking as yourself. And as you walk as yourself in your space, bring your awareness down to your feet and feel the bones of your feet contacting your floor. Now feel free to walk forwards or backwards or around in circles. Move however you want. We're all working, I would guess, in different sized spaces. You may not even be able to walk so much as take a few steps forward and a few steps back, if that's all the room that you have. But you're bringing your awareness down to your feet, feeling how your feet contact your floor. Do they go heel to toe? Do they go toe heel? Do you roll on the outer edges of your feet, the inner arches of your feet? Being aware of that movement and that contact in the bones of your feet. And then scanning up through your ankle joints in your body, mind's eye, and picturing those joints floating on top of your feet. Perhaps as if there were little pockets of air in those ankle joints, which is your breath. And then scan up in your body, mind's eye to the bones of your lower legs, your shin bones. Picture those bones growing up out of your ankle joints. And let the muscles of your calves soften. Picture up to your knee joints. And again, see if you can picture those pillows or pockets of air in your knee joints. which is your breath. So your knees are floating on top of your shin bones. And then scan up through your thigh bones. Picture them coming up out of your knees, letting your quad muscles, your hamstrings, let those muscles around those bones soften and relax as much as you can. We're not doing anything too athletic at the moment, hopefully. And then scan up into your hip sockets. And again, picture those pillows or pockets of air in your hip sockets, which is your breath. Maybe a bigger pillow of air, pocket of air here. They're bigger joints. And picture your pelvis, bowl-like, floating on top of your hip sockets. And for those of you just joining us, we're moving through our spaces. And, we may not have that much room to really walk, so you might be sort of moving forward and backwards. But however that works for you in your space, we're picturing up through the pelvis, now to the tailbone, the very center of your pelvis. And really in your body, mind's eye, you have to picture up, picturing up through to your sacrum, to your lower spine, the lumbar spine. Be picturing between each one of those 5 vertebrae a little pillow of air, a little pillow of your breath. You can even bring a hand to your lower back and feel that curve, that gentle curve, or maybe not so gentle, but that curve of your lower lumbar spine. And even feel down to the sacrum, down to the tailbone area. And then you can let your arms drop and picture up through your rib spine, so that's your thoracic spine. Picturing up, little pillows of air maybe between those vertebrae. Picture your rib cage coming out of your spine, around to the front of your body, connected by your sternum in the front. And if you want, you can bring your hands on your sternum in the front of your body. Feel that breastbone, that sternum. Feel your ribs. Feel around to the back of your body. And then you can let your arms drop and picture up to the base of your neck, along to your shoulders, along your shoulder girdle, to the shoulder joints. Picturing down your arms, to the elbows, to the forearms, to the wrists, the hands, and the fingers. Just notice how your arms move. Do they have a little swing contralaterally to your legs? Do they feel sort of stuck in place? Could you think of softening the muscles of your shoulders, relaxing those so that the arms do have that little swing, that natural byproduct of release in your shoulders? And then scan up your arms to your shoulders, to the base of your neck, and then scan up your neck spine. And if you'd like, you can bring your hands to the back of your neck, or a hand to the back of your neck, and feel that curve of your cervical spine. Again, maybe picturing those little pillows of air between each one of those 7 vertebrae. Up to the topmost vertebra, the atlas vertebra, which is holding up the globe, the world of your skull. Let your arm drop. Feel your head floating on top of your spine. And as you picture your skull, as you feel your head floating on top of your neck, think back down into your feet. Feel the connection and the awareness of your entire body, your entire skeleton, from your feet to your skull. Feeling breath come in and out of your body. And feeling the air around around you, the air that your body is moving through in your space. Feel free at any moment to come to stillness if the walking becomes tedious or repetitive or uninteresting to you. But now you're taking a moment to feel the air around you. Feel how easy it is to move through this air. It doesn't offer much resistance. And now, imagine that you're moving through a slightly more dense atmosphere. Maybe the density of pudding. You begin to move through pudding. Now, you can continue to breathe. This does not in any way cause you to start to inhale pudding. That's very useful. But the air is of a slightly more dense consistency. Feel what that does to your whole body. And now the air around you becomes even more dense, like set jello. And you may begin to feel the need to push through that jello, stretching your arms to push through as you move through this much more dense atmosphere. Notice if this changes your breath. Notice what this does to your body. And now you're moving, still breathing through. You're moving through tempered chocolate, a bar of chocolate. So it's much more dense. Maybe it's milk chocolate versus dark chocolate, so it's not as hard yet, but it's a much more dense atmosphere, and you're pushing through. You're stretching your arms and legs. You're still breathing. Keep your throat relaxed. And now as if you could push through brick. You can still breathe. You're moving through something very dense. And then, as quickly as the brick appeared, it's gone, and you're back to the air in your room, and you move through that air. And that might feel like a real relief to come back, moving through the air in your space. And if you do feel that relief, you can feed in a sigh. Oh, thank God we're back to our own air. I couldn't move through brick for another moment. And then find a place where you can come to stillness and stand comfortably. Now you're standing back in your own air, your own atmosphere, with whatever benefits that you found, if you found, moving through those different viscosities did for you. Did they help to stretch your body? Did they help to open anything up? Did they give you a different awareness of your breath? Did they bring you more into your body? What did they do for you? Take a moment to register that in your body. You bring your awareness to your breath. Feeling those feet on the floor, pockets of air in your joints, your long spine. Your belly be free, Your jaw be free. Whatever you're feeling right now from that experience, let that turn to sound. It may be more than a touch of sound for you. It might be a bigger sigh. Maybe there were moments in there that felt quite frustrating. Ugh, I have to move through brick at 9:10 in the morning, Eastern Time. Maybe there were moments of that experience that felt like a relief. Maybe there were moments of that were utterly confusing. Why are we doing this? So I give you permission to sigh with whatever it is that you're feeling in this moment as we reflect back on the previous experience for just a moment. And now bring yourself into this moment. Let your eyes be open. Let the world fall into them. And as you see whatever it is you see that's outside of you, let that come inside of you on the incoming breath. And you speak back to it. You let your eyes find something new. You breathe that in. And it turns to whatever it turns to, a feeling, a thought, an experience inside of you, and that turns to sound. It might be a single touch of sound. It might be a double touch. It might be 3, 4, 5. It might be a big sigh. But you let yourself communicate back however you need to. And now I'm going to offer you some thoughts, which you'll hear as pitches. Feel free to be in dialogue with me, or have your own dialogue as needed. As you begin to take in, and you can move, you can turn your body, turn your head, as you take in this moment, the room and space around you. Feel free to let your vibrations, let your thought move you towards something, touch something, feel it, see it, take it in. Let your voice, let your vibrations travel you perhaps through your space. And anytime you feel the need to, or get the impulse to, you can sigh. I see my oscillating fan turning around. My head and neck want to roll with it. So Again, I'm giving you this permission to stay in some sort of dialogue with my voice, with me, but giving yourself permission to explore touches of sound, bigger size, longer size, ha-hum, bringing it to a hum, lip fluttering as you feel you want to. So I'll continue with this, and you give yourself the space and the room to move through your space and room as we do this. You may feel a rather scientific exploration of how do my vibrations reverberate through the different objects that are in the room. Or you might see something, let it drop into you, and then emotionally, sensorially have a response back to it. So play with that. So now I'm offering, really coming into this exploration of how does your voice reverberate through your room. So finding something, dealing with it, picking it up, sending your vibrations into that object, and just seeing perhaps how that reverberates, resonates with you. You may start to notice as you play with different textures, different materials, that they all have different resonating feedback qualities. Now you can continue to explore this, but also bring your own body into the mix, because it is also in this space. So you might decide to send vibrations down through one of your arms and see how that arm resonates with you this morning. You can do that with your intention. You can do that just with your thoughts, sending it down through a body part. So body and room are now resonating and reverberating with you. And now finding your way back to stillness. Staying present in this moment, in your body and in your space. Now, with the added awareness, knowledge of how your voice, your vibrations resonate in your space and in you. So you and space, you and room, inner and outer, are alive, awake to vibrations. Bringing your hands to your jaw now, staying alive to that sense of vibrations and that possibility for vibrations. Begin to massage your jaw, tend to your jaw however it needs. You may find that your jaw does not need much today, or that you really need to get in there to open up and loosen those hinges and muscles so that there can be a greater exchange from inner to outer, private to public, you to the room, and the room to you. Take your time as needed. When you're ready, let your hands drop. And then see something in your space, perhaps something that you were exploring a few moments ago. Maybe it was a book or a vase or a pile of clothing that you know from your exploration has a certain resonating frequency to it. So you know it is alive to vibrations. See that object, that point in your room, feed in a sigh from your vibrations, your inner self, back to those objects. Shake your jaw loose and know that those two things will be vibrating sympathetically with each other. And then turn and see something else that you were exploring a moment ago, knowing that it has the capacity to sympathetically vibrate. It can listen to you. It can feel your vibrations. Feed in a sigh and shake your jaw. Something else? And now you can open your feet a little wider if you want. I would recommend it. And taking yourself back to, so this feeling of being in your space, with these vibrational objects around you, sympathetically vibrating to you. Coming back to this feeling of being in the air around you, that's airspace. It's very easy to move through it. You can shift your hip weight from side to side. Right. Moving your hips easily, slight bend in the knees. Right. And if we again imagine that it becomes more like the thickness of pudding, that movement takes on a different feel. Notice if that changes your breath in any way. You can still breathe. And if we make that, the air around us is like set jello, that changes the movement. That demands something different of our bodies. So let's stay in this jello-like consistency of the air around us. Oops, I'm letting it get too much like melted jello. And you're going to begin to stretch your body up through the jello as you yawn in and sigh over the roof of your mouth and stretch and relax your tongue. So really taking your time, you can do one side, then the other side, you can do 2 on 1, it doesn't matter. What I want you to really think about is this feeling of moving through a viscosity of air that is thicker than the air around you, that is jello-like. And maybe your tongue tastes that jello. It could be a vegan jello as well. Agar, agar. Maybe it's cherry, maybe it's lime. You can put a favorite flavor if you'd like. You can play with stretching your body forwards, to the sides, as if you want to just burst out of this jello cocoon or this jello jail. And there you are, you burst out through your jello gel, you're back in your own airspace, and you can shake any pieces of leftover gelatin off your back as you sigh. And now you're back in your air, in the air around you, and you, as if you're breathing the air once more, or for the first time it might feel like, and you breathe in and out on a whispered cough, feeling that your soft palate lift up and open. Let that go, swallow if it's dry. And then imagining somebody in front of you, you've released out of your gelatin. A good friend comes to find you. They were coming to save you, but you got out before them. And you breathe them in on a whispered ka. Call a hi to them on sound vibration. Hi! Then you breathe them in on a whispered ka, call a hi to them on sound vibration, and stretch and relax your tongue twice. Hi! You're showing them your jello tongue. It's red with cherry, it's blue with blue raspberry, it's green with lime. If only you had gotten here sooner. Maybe it's the rescue team from yesterday. It's the rescue team of certainty coming to the forest of uncertainty. They're coming from above. It's the helicopter. And you're going to call to them, wave to them, breathe them in on a whispered ka. They're circling around, they don't quite see you. They extend the ladder down. You climb, begin to climb up it. You're saved. Yes, Midori, it's the SWAT team. The SWAT team has come to save you. Ha ha. Ha ha. Now you're back in your own space. The SWAT team of certainty has come to save you. You're back in your own space, standing comfortably with a long spine. Lengthen your neck up and back. Let your jaw drop. Let your throat relax open. Picture the spaces inside of your body, down through your open throat, through your wide torso, all the way down through your belly and your pelvis. Laying a hand on your chest, and then the other hand up between your shoulder blades if that's comfortable. Begin to sigh up through your chest resonator. Feel the resonance, the resonating power and capability of your capability seems rather dry, but the power and the resonance of your ribs, your chest. Now come up on your neck, but stay in that chest resonant place. And again, you're going to begin to move through your space. Pick up something you see, pick up an object, and then vibrate with your chest resonance and see how these objects, see how your room resonates to your chest resonance. Does it reverberate that chest resonance back? Does it absorb it? Is it an immediate resounding? Find something else. So you and your chest are your own resonator, and the room around you are secondary resonators. They are sympathetically resonating and vibrating with you. You may discover that there are some objects that resonate more with your chest resonance than others. And then when you're ready, come from that place of chest resonance and remember those places in your room that were really supporting you in that chest resonance, that were really aiding in your chest resonance, and those places that were not, that were dampening it, that were not so useful. And now come into your mouth resonance. Ha. Feel the resonance coming into the spaces of your mouth. Ha. And then begin to move through your space and see how your space resonates to your mouth resonance. Ha. It can be an object you pick up. You can go to a wall or a corner or a couch and see how all of these textures and materials resonate back to your mouth resonance. Looking for the different qualities of resonant feedback to your mouth resonance. Ah. Ah. And then when you're ready, you can let that go. And remember all of those places in your room and how they sympathetically resonated, how they fed back to you from your mouth resonance. And now, come into your teeth resonance. Relaxing the back of the tongue. And then you know what's coming next. See how your room resonates. Does it like to resonate to your teeth? Does it not like to resonate to it? You may find that some objects in your room that resonated very much to your chest resonance do not resonate the same way to your teeth resonance. On your own time, move to mouth resonance. Ah. And chest resonance. Ah. Play with all three of those resonators as you explore your space. Ah. Ah. You can try all three on one object and see what the differences might be. You could also go back to your body and feel the resonance in your bones, which is also in the space. Looking for that feedback. And then, eventually, one your own time. Let that exploration go. Come back to stillness. And with the awareness of the resonating possibilities of your own body and the resonating possibilities of the space, the room around you, and the objects therein, call, hey! As if to call from your resonating body back to all of these resonating bodies. Hey, hey, hey! You've woken up this resonance in you and in your space, and you call a hey to free yourself. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! Hey! Bring it back into your body. Shake it in. Hey! Now, standing with a long spine, feet underneath you, maybe slightly wider than hip socket distance, that's more comfortable. Soft knees. I know it's getting dark in here. It's getting overcast. Hope you can see me okay. You're going to bring your arms out to the sides, letting you be in your arms as you do that. So your arms come out, out, out. From the shoulder blades, they go out. You are in your arms. Out, out, out. Maybe a little higher than shoulder height, but not all the way up there. Soft knees. We're going to swing the arms with a soft bounce of the knees. Here we go. And swing and swing. Swing and swing. Swing, 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 and swing. Long spine. Keep swinging. Bounce and bounce. Bounce and bounce. You're looking for that moment of suspension at the top before it drops. Never held and dropped. Am I going to do it? Yes. And again. So keep swinging. Now we're going to call the hey through the arms. Hey. Hey. Right. Swing and swing. Keep swinging. Swing and swing. So you are a resonant being. Your room is full of resonant objects. We're going to call that hey on the triad or the fifth. Swing those vibrations out through the arms and out to your vibrational room. And hey. Now you. Hey. All together. Hey. 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 Swing it out. Hey. 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 Last one. Hey. Arms out. From your resonating body to your resonating room, call a hey through and out through your fingertips. Hey. Your arms come down. Your thought stays in your arms as you come down with the arms. Down, 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 down. Don't go south on this. Don't go strange. You're there. You're present. Hey. You resonant being, your resonant room. Hey, hey, hey. Looking around, seeing once again your sympathetically vibrating space. Hey. Maybe with a sense of gratitude or a sense of thanks to your space, or just a sense of acknowledgement. Hey, space. Hey, thank you. Hey, hey, hey. Thanks for listening. Ha ha. You're back to yourself. And as the room, it's my room, my vibrating room gets darker and darker as the clouds come over, we will end that warm-up. Thank you everyone for joining me today on this exploration of our resonating bodies, our resonating spaces. Let me know if you found that interesting in any way. We resonate to the world, and the world will resonate back in different ways. So maybe you found something interesting about your room. Oh wow, I didn't realize that this book had classically speaking, I don't know that this book had so much to say. I didn't know that this pillow, I didn't know that Totoro was going to just eat up all of my resonance. Totoro? So, I leave you with that thought of you are not alone in resonance. Everything around you is also sympathetically resonating to you. All right, I'll leave you now. Mwah! Have a great day.